Okay, Google, show me directions to Paris Court Hotel.
I wonder would they notice if I left for a minute. I'll go back soon and mingle. I love hotel beds. So comfy. Too comfy. Who needs this many pillows? Crack in the ceiling. Maybe it's just a cobweb. No, a crack. What if the ceiling collapses? Or not? Such a beautiful view of the mountains. Not mountains, hills. Not really a sugar loaf, more like a sugar lump. It looks so perfect. I wonder if all the trees got a disease and rotted, would they plant fake ones? They probably would. It would be bad for business without the trees. Otherwise, all you'd have to look at from your window would be Wicklow. And then where would you be? Apart from in Wicklow. I need to pee. Lock the doors and put monkeys up. Relax. I hope that ripping sound was in my head. I was holding a lot in. Powers Court. Powers Court. Chords. Power. 30 more seconds. Oh, sorry.
Hey.
Sorry. I got fright there. I thought I was alone.
No, just me. Beef salmon vegetarian. Okay? Beef salmon vegetarian. Thank you. Beef salmon. It's salmon with ricotta and a butternut squash dauphinoise. Yes, that does have cheese in it. Ricotta is cheese. The beef then. Beef salmon. Okay. Beef salmon. Oh, they're all good. I don't know which one is the best. It depends on what you're feeling. If I had to choose, I'd say the beef. Because everyone else at the table ordered beef, and it would make my life a lot easier. I'll take that as a beef then. Beef salmon. I don't know if there's a vegan option, but I can ask.
We've been stuck here for hours, days, years.
Coffee and tea? Ready. Decaf or regular? There you go. Decaf or regular? Decaf. Lovely. Decaf or regular? Regular, okay, you go wild. Decaf or regular? I stare at the next person, waiting for them to answer, but they don't. They just stare back at me, their eyes popping like they might fall out of their head and roll across the floor.
We will, in fact, always be here.
I look down. There's a small brown island on an expanse of blue, lumpy and wrinkled and growing, as it's fed by the flow of boiling hot coffee tipping from the flask in my hand onto the blue trouser leg.
I wonder would they notice if I left for a minute.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
Anything could still happen. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Shit, I accidentally spilled coffee all over this old guy and got so mad I just ran off. Fuck. I'm so sorry. I don't want to get fired. Jeff tells me it's okay. This happens all the time in a hotel. Of course it does, silly. He tells me to go down and ask one of the girls in the laundry if they can do a pair of pants. I head for the marble staircase, which we're not supposed to use, but the back way is slower. I turn onto the stairs and knock into a large, heavy man.
Glad we got a nice day for it. Thought it was going to
And the
rain.
man falls back, hard, against the banister, which has always been too low.
Where's the ashtray?
For a moment, his whole body balances on the banister, and then he tips steadily into the stairwell.
Fuck! Fuck!
And he falls.
And it falls.
2 flights down onto the marble floor below.
Onto a little potted plant.
He makes a sound like crushing a snail underfoot.
It burns and smokes for a second.
A star of blood.
A coffee cup smashes somewhere. Did we?
What?
What?
You said something.
No, I didn't.
More roads, an expanse, black earth, used coffee grains, burnt up, churned, burnt up, used, scarred, weeping. Was that? Old used road, grassless park, tree stump, roof tiles, bus, dust white, pile of bricks, ripped open, cladding and cartons and cables, cars tipped, tires, white plaster, apartments, houses, Foundations. Metal foundations. Green trickle water. Boots left out. Tree branch. Bridge stumps. Schools. Schools. Pitches. Torn up. Scored. Claw marks. Church. With the sign. Is it still UCD? Deep earth. And the wiry metal of foundations where once there had been a city. And I saw two girls, women, walking down Fitzwilliam Street toward Holles Street Hospital. They were on fire. A collection of bricks and bars and campaign posters and plastic bottles trailed behind them like a bridal veil. And they were walking towards Holles Street Hospital. When they reached the corner of Marion Square, the hospital shook itself free of its foundations and began to carefully peel itself apart. The paint came first, in innumerable coats, and then the concrete, in brittle sheets of stone, then the wires and the cables and pipes, splitting open like dead hairs, the wires becoming increasingly fine until they were like a structure of sponge. Can you tell us about that? If you're okay with that. Yeah, no, that's what I'm here to do. But no, it really means something to us, and of course to people listening and watching, to hear your story. His teeth came with it, out of his gums. I could hear them rip. I honestly thought I must have been dreaming, and for a while I thought I had, because I fell back unconscious then. When I woke up, it did take some time to find it. That was what. I'm sorry. No. This is very emotional for all. Would you like? Thank you. And how do you process that? I know myself. I find it very difficult to make sense of the sheer scale. I don't know. I suppose you try to rebuild. You stay close to family and friends, and you mourn what we lost. There are days, I think, that it seems like it was everything. No, I think it's just what seems like everything at the time. These things grow back. And do you think you'll ever get over it? No. Never. Those are my colleagues, my friends. No. Not for as long as I live. I hope that ripping sound was in my head. Is my face melting? Better reapply. Where's my bag? I thought it was... I'll just use... It doesn't hurt anymore. Time. Where's my phone? Did I leave it at the... Kate Cullen will be any minute now. I should go. Better get a photo. Is this working? They'll be starting now. 30 more seconds.
Oh, sorry.
Hey,
Sorry, I got a fright there. I thought it was Len.
no, that's me. On this bridge in the centre of Dublin, the other woman watches. The bridge collapses, slowly. And as it does, I close my eyes
I wonder would they notice if I left for a minute.
and listen very closely to the sound of a city going tick, tick,